The Sonic 2 movie that came out on April 8th is most likely the best video game movie of 2022. And it's been very successful, in box office since its release. It managed to generate over 289 million since its release, and it's only been like 2 months. I mean, it's still down from the what the first movie did back in 2020, which managed to do over 319 million in box office revenue, but it hasn't even been a year yet. So we're gonna give Sonic 2 movie a little bit more time. It's quite possible that could end up surpassing the first game in terms of box office revenue. And the Sonic 2 film is basically an adaptation of the Sonic 3 game, which came out in I believe it was 1994, which seems like forever ago. That was the Sega Genesis era. And there are a lot of people who are probably my age who remembers all that stuff. And that was back when Sonic the Hedgehog was one of the hottest things going at the time, because I believe Sega was competing with Nintendo, whose main mascot was Mario. And even though Mario was selling more games and was more popular, during that time period, in the early 90s, Sonic was more popular than he's ever been, especially in relation to the past, 3 decades or so. And seeing how successful this movie is, a lot of people are wondering whether or not it's going to be a sequel, and that's something that hardly anybody can answer right now. And if there is a sequel, it'd be cool if it was based off of, Sonic Adventure 1 or Sonic Adventure 2, because those were actually pretty decent games. Sonic Adventure 2 from 2001 being the better one, and it seems like after 2001, Sega's Sonic games kind of just went off a cliff in terms of popularity. And as far as the best video game movie of this year is concerned, we still have yet to see the release of the Super Mario Brothers movie, which is supposed to be coming out during the holiday season on December 21st, I believe. Hopefully it doesn't get pushed back or anything like that. And I don't think that's going to be a movie that's going to have CGI or anything like that, similar to how the Sonic 2 film did. And it's a real shame. I think the Super Mario movie is supposed to be mostly animated for the most part, because they tried to do a live action film of Super Mario back in the early 90s. I believe it was in 93, and it flopped big time, and it's considered to be one of the worst video game movies of all time. And it was one of those movies that was so bad that it was just hilarious. It was just comical. And if you want to just watch it for a good laugh, be my guest. But yeah, for the most part, after the Super Mario Brothers movie from the early 90s, it seemed like Mario had no future in film. And as far as the big screen is concerned, that has mostly been true, because you haven't seen Super Mario television shows or movies or anything like that since the Super Mario movie from the early 90s had flopped. So I feel like this might be an opportunity for, Super Mario to become popular in the big screen and on cinema and all that stuff. And well, basically what I'm trying to say is that I feel like this upcoming movie is going to be a make it or break it thing for, Mario in relation to movies and film and all that stuff. Because if this upcoming movie is very successful, who knows? We could probably get a sequel a little bit later down the line, sometime during this decade. As far as the movie itself is concerned, I don't know too many details about it. I don't know what it's going to be an adaptation of, and what the storyline is going to be. I'm pretty sure it's going to involve Mario and Bowser and Peach and all that stuff, but I'm not exactly sure whether or not this upcoming Super Mario movie is going to be an adaptation from a particular game or so. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens, and hopefully we'll learn more about it as time goes by. But yeah, as it currently stands, Sonic 2, the film, is probably the best video game movie of 2022, and it's most likely the best thing that Sega has been affiliated with as it relates to movies and cinema thus far.